Welcome back. We are back with Kit Harington opened up about being a dad. So let's go. Jon Snow might know nothing, except for Kit Harington presently realizes a ton about nurturing. Harington, who played Snow on A Round of Thrones, as of late opened up about parenthood since he invited a kid with individual Round of Thrones entertainer Rosie Leslie prior in 2021 as indicated by BuzzFeed News. Harington discussed the initial half-year in a meeting with Access Hollywood. He said that he discovered parenthood astonishingly. You know, they advise you, however, they don't advise you, he said. Look, it's large. What you're going to go through is large, and you have no chance of realizing that until it happens. What shocks you will be you go, goodness, this goes on for eternity. You don't get a break from it. Consistently I awaken and I take care of this little human, Harington added. What's more, presently we are important for a unit together. Harington called the dynamic among Leslie and their new child excellent. I think what shocks me most about parenthood is you are presently a unit, you three, he said. That is totally a different unique thing you need to discover and practically discover each day as he develops and changes. And how does that transform you? It's something delightful, Harington said. It truly is. Harrington said in a meeting with SiriusXM's The Chas Cagle Show that parenthood made the pandemic year a positive encounter. However, it was a peculiar year. It presented to him a youngster, he said. So I had a very significant and stunning experience during these last 18 months, he said, as per Amusement Tonight Canada. And better believe it, obviously, it was nervousness instigating and odd, and I didn't see my loved ones. However, overall, my loved ones are on the whole solid. I'm presently a dad. In general, I had an extremely fortunate encounter over the previous 18 months. I know other people who haven't. It's an intriguing viewpoint to have for Harington. A horrible pandemic year presented to him the supernatural occurrence of life, something excellent that he can embrace for the remainder of his life. Unit Harington has opened up about inviting a child kid with Rose Leslie recently. During a meeting with SiriusXM's The Chas Cagle Show, the Game of Thrones alum talked about the effects of the pandemic while raising a child. I imagine that, you know, the old articulation of a decent conflict or a terrible conflict. I had a decent pandemic, Kit said. I say that since, you know, when you're seeing someone in a marriage when you both demonstrate you can, in general, have a ton of time away from one another, and what we were gifted with this was constrained time together. What's more, therefore, we wound up having a child, shared Harington through ET Canada. Harington likewise added that the major thing in the pandemic for him was to turn into a dad. While the pandemic was not all pessimistic for him, he additionally communicated having had uneasiness inciting minutes while not having the option to meet his nearest individuals. Reviewing the experience, the entertainer 34 said, "So I had a very significant and stunning experience during these last 18 months. What's more, better believe it, obviously it was tension instigating and bizarre and odd, and I didn't see my loved ones. However, my loved ones are for the most part solid. I'm presently a dad," through ET Canada. The entertainer likewise added that he had an exceptionally fortunate experience over the previous year. While discussing the effect of a show like Game of Thrones, Harington had a considerable amount of say. "It had a genuine social effect, and that is something I'm truly pleased with being essential for it," he added, likewise expressing that he didn't flee from his person, somewhat attempted to possess it. "I believe we are all feeling extremely grateful for that one, Game of Thrones. I met my better half, my youngster, as an immediate after effect of Round of Thrones. I actually have incredibly old buddies from that show. I sat idle, however pondered for me," added Harington. The alum later brought up that he had emotional well-being troubles during the show, and surprisingly after the show had finished, for which he had purportedly gone on vacation. Whatever follows will surely come to you as a surprise, but we will make sure to be the first ones to deliver it to you. Until then, stay safe. Before you leave, make sure that you share, subscribe, and like the video.